Hello, so this is Aditya, a self-learner, a self-explorer, and in this video series, I am going to talk about how I made my RC robot car run on this covered path autonomously. And if your goal is to run your RC car, your robot car on this curved path, or for example, for any covered path autonomously, then you go through this entire video series where you can able to train your model using convolutional neural network and you will able to run your car on this curved path. So as you can see here, what I did, I recorded the data and then I trained this on convolutional neural network and finally I deployed into the Raspberry Pi, which is there in the car itself. And then right now you can see it is running autonomously. So this is, I'm going to explain how I did it, and my approach will be explaining anything is first of all what I want and what is the problem I am facing to get that things, and then finally I will be telling about the solutions to get what I want. So I will be going through this flow. First of all, getting the car done and then recording the data, and then after I will be going through the training the model using convolutional neural network, and then finally deploying it on the Raspberry Pi, which will be on your car itself. So right now the problem is I want to run my robot car but I don't have car, right? And so from where I can get the car. So I will tell you from where you can get the car, but first of all I will tell you, so as an individual I would like to spend most of time on recording the data and the training it and playing with the convolutional neural network rather than doing hard coding at the foundational level. For an example, I do not want to code on, let's say, the steering angle uh, servo motor, or let's say drive motor, and for the camera modules. I just want pretty much ready-made available for me where just I plug it in my code or integrate it in my code and then just start playing with that. So that's kind of stuff I needed. But you are interested in coding those things, most welcome. You go ahead and do that. So let's get started. So problem is how to get the car first of all. So what I found that there is a company called Sunfounder. They make a lot of RC car, and I bought this car as you can see here. And this model car is called PiCar-X AI car kit, and it comes into this box. As you can see, it's a pretty much nice packaging I can see over here. I will show you the car. So this is the car. It looks like it will be in this assemble phase. I assemble it using their tutorial. In fact, so as you can see, it has a real wheel drive motor. Two motors are there. It has three servo motor. You can see one is for steering angle and two for the camera. The camera will go like this and then it will go like this. Then it has also has ultrasonic sensor and the gray sensor, which I am not using in this project. But if you're interested in doing more stuff, that you can go ahead and then use it for this. And then this is pretty much steering angle. It will steer it here, as you can see here. And it has two, I would say, one is two kit. One is the Raspberry Pi, and another kit which has been given by Sunfounder itself, which is, we call it a hat kit. So you will get in this box, but Raspberry Pi you won't get it. We have to get it from our own self. So what I did, I went ahead and then I bought Raspberry Pi 4B because I wanted to use the convolutional neural network, and hence it was pretty much faster than the Raspberry Pi 3. So I use this Raspberry Pi 4. But if you are having Raspberry Pi 3, you just give it try it. But I'm not sure whether it's gonna work or not. So, and then as you know, we can use any programming languages, but since Python is having huge library, open source library available, so I use it the Python languages, and the all the codes will be written in the Python as well. So it's looked pretty much cool, pretty much easy to use. And also they have given a lot of tutorials where you can go ahead and then you can use their already they have made a lot of codes, and then you can use in your projects. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go to the Sunfounder documentation page where we will be going through how to assemble it, and then how to set your Raspberry Pi OS, and then finally how to install all the necessary libraries to run your car, and then finally we'll give a first run of car. Okay, so finally I am on the Sunfounder documentation page, but let me tell you what I want. I want basically four things. The first thing, I need to assemble my car. The second thing, since I'm using a Raspberry Pi and it is a mini computer, we need to install the operating system. Third thing, I need to access Raspberry Pi remotely, and hence there should be a way to access it, and for that we will be seeing how to access Raspberry Pi remotely. And the fourth thing, which is how to install all the necessary library or the modules in the Raspberry Pi so that I can access all the necessary functions. Let's say steering angle function, motor module function, camera angle function, even the camera capturing image or camera video program. I can able to access through that. For that the library is required, and that's where we are going to see how we are gonna install all the necessary libraries. And luckily the Sunfounder has made all this process very easy. They have given a step-by-step process in this page, and if we follow it we'll be easily able to do that. So I will be pasting this link in the description box. Please open it, and now come to the here robot kits. So I am using the PiCar-X car kit, and I hope that you are using same kit here. But if you are using different kit, then you have to click on the respective kits as well. But I believe that you are using the same kit, and I will go through this one. So just click on this. Now, what I told you, we need to assemble the car, but do not assemble car at this point. First we will be setting our Raspberry Pi. I tell you why. Because during the assembly we need to keep our servo angle at the 0 position, for the steering angle, for the camera angle as well, and for that we need to run the program, and hence it is very much required to first set up the Raspberry Pi. So as you can see here, introduction, component list and assembly instruction. Please do not click at this point. This about robot hat, you can go and then read about the extra kit that you got in your packet, but it is not required to read. Finally come to this play with the Python here. Here if you see, you will, here they have given total 6 steps here. Click on each steps to follow it, and believe me, you will be able to do all the 4 steps which I told you. First of all, installing the operating system. Second, setting your Raspberry Pi. Third, install all the modules, and here you will get all the libraries directly. You can able to access the steering angle modules, camera angle modules, motor modules, everything, and it will be very much fun to use it. Okay, you want to give this much angle, you just put it the angle into it and it will go. You want to go with this speed of the motor, okay, go. You want to go forward and backward, and hence all the necessary library you will be able to install in this. Then follow the steps number 5, enable I2C interface, and then follow the servo adjust, which is the important, and this is what I was talking about it, servo adjust. Even before assembly we have to do that. So if you have please don't do this one, because we will be doing this one during the assembly process. So till here you follow each and every steps which is mentioned in respective links. Now once you have done this in your Raspberry Pi, now you start assembling, and you just click this link. So here if you see, you will be having this link which is called a PDF for component list and the assembly steps. Just click onto it and it will get downloaded. I am putting in my download folder here. Open it. So here you will get a step-by-step process to assemble it. Believe me, it is very easy steps, and if you follow from step 1 to the end, you will able to assemble your car perfectly. The the point that I was mentioning you earlier, this is the step number 17. Sorry, step number 17. For that, step number 17, for that you need to plug this servo motor in this position, in your robot head kit, right? And plug it and then run the program called zero this servo. Once you run it, your servo angle will be at zero condition. This is steering angle done. Similarly, I would suggest to go do with the camera servo angle as well as yes, camera has two servo angles, so you do it for both. So just plug it, run the program, and just plug it out. Then another servo motor you put it and run the program and then take it out, and then another servo motor you put it and then take it out. So with this you will be able to make your servo angle 0. First of all, I started with assembly itself and then I missed these steps. What happened that my servo was not at the perfect angle. The 0 angle itself was at the 10 degree angle, but luckily they had a calibration module where after that also we can make it as a 0. But this is, I would suggest to follow like this, the way that I have explained in the videos or I have listed in the videos. So with this you will be able to assemble your car and you will be ready with your car. So let's go ahead and run our first program. Okay, so we have followed till here. During the assembly process we have also completed these steps. Now let's say during assembly your servo angle, there is a high possibility that your servo angle would have been shifted from 0 positions. So how to now fix it? It's a very easy process. You have to follow these steps. Calibrating the PiCar-X. Calibrating here, if you run this calibration code, you will be able to set your steering angle at the 0 position as well as camera servo angle at the 0 positions. In fact, you will be also able to ensure the both wheels are going into the forward direction or not in the backward direction simultaneously or not. So here you will be able to do that. So let's click into this, and then what we have to do, we have to come into this folder first of all. So I am going into Raspberry Pi Windows. I am going to connect. I'm going to write my IP address for Raspberry Pi in VNC Viewer 192.168. For me it's 46.50, and for you might be having a different IP address. Just go and check it. So continue, and then I'm writing my user ID and then password, and then remember I'll just click it and then hit OK. So here I am in the Raspberry Pi Windows now. So I need to run the calibration code. Go to the okay. So what was the steps? We have to go in home by PiCar-X example and calibrations. So I will take you there. First click this folder, and then this is your home. Okay, and the PiCar-X. PiCar-X is having example folder and example folder having calibration, and then this is. Open your terminal here. First of all, go to see. Let's see what is there here. So I need to change my directory. Change directory to PiCar-X. Now let's see what are there in this. So we need to go into the example folder, right? Let's go into the example folder. So change directory to PLE example. I keep it here so that my video should not be interfering. Now let's see what are there here ls. So again I need to go to the calibration folder, change directory to CLI calibration, and then we are into the calibration folder. Now here you run your Python code. So we'll be running sudo p5thon python 3 calibration.py. Just hit enter. So here you will get these set of directions here. The first key, when you press the one, direction servo angle, second is camera servo 1, third is camera servo 2, 4 is left motor, 5 is right motor, W means increase your servo angle, S means decrease your servo angle, Q means change the motor direction, E means motor run stop, R means servo test. Okay, so I am just pressing the button R. So you will see this as you have seen in the videos. Now let's say you want to test your direction servo. Just press 1. I mean you see here direction servo motor already selected here. And then when you press W and S, accordingly you will increase your angle and decrease your angle and set at the 0 position. Once you are done, press space and then control plus, which I'm not going to do it because I have already done for it. So I'm just going to quit my program here. So this is how you will be able to set your all the angle at 0 position. Okay. So this is one way of running, and the second way I will be using this program called Genie. It will be already inbuilt in your Raspberry Pi as well. This, just go ahead and then if you this program, just hit this. Here you will get this interface. So all the program in the from here I will be running through this. If you want, you can run also through the terminal as well, but I will be following this method as well. So let's move our car first. So Sunfounder here. Let PiCar-X move. So we have to run this move.py, and where it will be located, once you have installed the library, it will be located under the PiCar-X and example. So let's go there and then see it. So let's go to here. I will go at the home position. This is home, PiCar-X example. I will click it and then move.py. Just click it, it will open here, and then just run this file. So it has been run, your car has moved, and then press Ctrl C. Fine. So this way we have moved our car using this program, and in the next video directly I will jump into the how to record the data of the track. So the next video will be all about recording the data of the track. So see you there.